Welcome back. We're going to continue the journey working through now the lateral compartment of the shin. So if you're experiencing any type of knee pain, there's a good chance there's some misorientation of the foot. The foot is being pulled by the muscles in and around the calf and also in and around this lateral compartment. So it doesn't really matter the names, but fibularis longus and fibularis brevis, and there's a whole slew of muscles that are running along the side of the shin here that can start to get bound up and gunked. If they do get chronically stuck tight, then they can actually start to pull the foot into this position and cause this collapse of the knee to come in. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to go through with a ball, open up a little bit more tissue hydration and spaciousness in around these tissues to relieve the potential grasp that they have misaligning the foot. So you're going to take a ball like so, lacrosse ball is great, and you're going to just take a yoga block or a stack of books. You could also just go on the ground, kind of explore what feels good for you. What's nice about going up on a yoga block or a stack of books is you have the range of motion to move through your foot. So I would raise your foot up or raise your shin up on either, I would even go a little bit higher than this would be great, so you have full range depending upon the size of your feet. So you're going to stack yourself up on there. The ball is going to go essentially find this bone in the front of the shin, the tibia. You're going to find that bone and you're going to go boop just to the outside of that bone. So what you're going to do is you're going to slowly roll that ball all the way down, essentially cleaning out this space just lateral or outside of the tibia. So you're going to go through, ba-bam, I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to start off kind of more at the top and work my way down. So starting just behind the knee and just starting to get a little wiggle of my ankle. So I'm plantar flexing, dorsiflexing the foot, i.e. pointing the toes and then drawing the toes back towards the knee. I could also go through full range of motion. You're gonna hang out here and find any place that feels sensitive, gunky, dehydrated, kind of gross for you, and sit in that area. So I'm moving the ball down just a little bit now. Now I'm getting into an area for me that feels a little bit gunkier. So this is a place that I want to spend a little bit more time. I'm going inverting the foot, everting the foot, pointing the toes, it doesn't really matter the specific range of motion that you choose with the toes. All we really want is we want to create some motion in and around these muscles in the lateral compartment of the shin. So going through and each spot spending as much time as is necessary for you to start to open that space up. I'm going to drop the ball down a little bit lower. So hopefully you guys are doing this with me at home. I'm going to go down through, rotating the foot in, out, full circumduction would be a term, rotating that foot in a big old honking circle, and then coming all the way down towards the ankle. Same thing as I'm sitting in this ankle territory, just getting a little rotation, forward, backward. If it feels kind of gunky, kind of stiff, a little sensitive, then it's an indication that you could use a little manual pressure and ultimately greater tissue hydration. So another reason that this space matters is by creating space in this relationship. Ultimately what you're doing is you're starting to create some space in between the tibia and the fibula. So those bones, when your ankle is going through this range of motion, dorsiflexion, it requires elasticity and hydration of the tissues in between these bones called the interosseous membrane. So something you can play with after we go through and open up all these tissues on the side of the leg, side of the shin, is actually come back through and start to explore a little full range of motion, starting to bring that knee a bit over the foot. And what you'll feel a little stretch back through the back of the calf, and you'll start to feel a bit of a demand on this ankle joint. If you can get that demand, you could even take your hands and come through and start to explore kind of adding a bit of traction, a bit of almost like creating like a gapping of sorts in this ankle joint. And ultimately what we're doing is you're going through there, you want to make sure that the knee is staying stacked over top of the toes, you're not dropping it in too much, and you're just slowly starting to milk in a bit more hydration in that ankle. So that's what we're doing, tinkering for 2 minutes or so on each calf, and then finishing with that little range of motion exercise. We're pushing that knee, starting to push the knee over the toes, and then switching sides. And what you will find is a feeling of much more spaciousness in and around the ankle and foot. Thanks so much for tuning in. On to the next.